All right, now we're going to look at how do we plot lines from equations. And what do I mean by that? Okay, so you've already had a go with the Cartesian plane, okay, and you had pairs of numbers as coordinates. So, you know, you might have had 2, 5, and then you plot that as a point, okay? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to use an equation to generate this, to generate a bunch of coordinates. And as we'll see, those coordinates line up perfectly to be a straight line. In fact, it's so perfect that if you don't get a straight line, then you've messed up somewhere, okay? It's not the maths, it's you, all right? So that's basically what we're going to do. We're going to use an equation to generate pairs of numbers, x, y coordinates, okay? And then we'll plot them. All right, so let's get straight into it. All right, so here's the sort of thing that you're going to have. So you've got this equation, looks something like this, okay? Y equals, and you can mix and match the numbers, but you're going to have some number times x plus something else, okay? So you can consider this to be like a thing that just generates coordinates. All right, now I've picked, this is the typical kind of question, okay? You've got 3 x values here. And that's going to be 3 different calculations. All right, so these are going to be the x coordinates, and then we're going to use this thing to spit out a y coordinate. All right, now you only really need to show me the working out for just one of these because it all gets pretty samey, okay? So I'm going to work through how to do it for just one, and then we'll just show you how it works when we actually plot it. All right, so this is my equation. Let's look at the first one here. So I've got x equals 0. All right, so we're just going to work on that. We're going to forget those for now. We're just going to work on this one here. All right, so first of all, I'll tell you what the stupidest mistake is that you need to avoid. So here it says 3x. Okay, the stupid mistake is to say, all right, x is 0, so that's 30. I just replace the x with a 0 and make it 30. Yeah? No, absolutely not. Okay? What's happening in there is between the 3 and the x, there is a multiply. So that actually is 3 times whatever the heck x is. Whatever, you can make x anything. Okay, we're just choosing these 3 here. Where did I get these numbers from? Straight out of the air. Okay, I could have chosen 5 million if I wanted to. 5 million here and 268 there and 349 there. Okay, it doesn't matter. I could pick any x I want, but I'm going to pick ones that'll be graphable. Okay, x is 0, so that's going to be 3 times 0. So here we go. So it's going to be 3 times 0. Now it's still plus 5. No matter what this is here, that plus 5 just keeps on coming down, okay? We don't change the plus 5. It's 3 times whatever x is. So in this case, it's 3 times 0. All right, 3 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 5 is 5. All right, so my y value for when x equals 0, the y value is 5. Okay. If I went and did the same thing again, I'll just talk it through, I won't actually write it, but I've got x equals 1. So this is a whole new calculation now. I'm done with that one. Whole new calculation, x is 1. So that's not 31. That's 3 times 1. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 plus 5 is 8. Okay, now the whole new one here, what x equals 2. So again, that's not 32, that's 3 times 2. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 5, 11. Okay, let's have a go at another one down here. I've just changed the numbers around. I've got y equals 2x plus 3, and these are the x values I've got there. Now in the test, you'll be given the x values. You won't have to pluck them out of the air, okay? So this is mimicking what happens in the test. You'll be given the x values and you'll have to crunch out the y values. Okay, so let's look at this first one here. Actually, no, I'm gonna go over here just for giggles, okay? So x is 6. All right, so what happens there? So that's 2 times 6 plus 3. Nothing's changed with the plus 3, it just comes down. But I'm just replacing that x there with the 6. So that's 2 times x, so that is 2 times 6. I've tried to make the multiply look different to the x, okay? X is a bit curvy, the multiply is a bit small, all right? So that's 12 plus 3, which is 15. Okay, so 15 there. Now, in the test, you need to show me that, not for all of them, just for one. Okay? Don't jump straight to the answer. I need to see how you substitute it in. It's really important for you to get the full marks. You show me that. All right? If x is 5, well, that's 2 times 5. 2 times 5 is 10. Plus 3, 13. If x is 1, 2 times 1 is 2. 2 plus 3 is 5. All right, now let's just stand back and look at what we got here. What we got is pairs of coordinates. That's an xy coordinate I can plot on the Cartesian plane. That's an xy coordinate, that's an xy coordinate. Same down here. I've got 3 sets of, so that there is 1 point. That there is 1 point. You get the picture, okay? They all of these are just 1 point. So there's 3 points I'm going to plot. 3 points I'm going to plot. Now, if I've done this correctly, those 3 points will form a perfect line. Okay, so let's, how am I going to do this? I'll have to put it up there. Yeah, okay, so here's my Cartesian plane. Okay, now I haven't put anything on it there, but here's my x. Okay, so that's 0. I'm going to go 1 and 2. Okay, so then what's the highest one I've got on here? I've got 0, 1 and 2, but it goes up to 11, so I need 11 on up here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so, and that's my y. All right, so let's just look at it. Okay, so I've got, when x is 0, y is 5. X is 0, y is 5. So that is that point right there. Next one says when x is 1, y is 8. The next one says when x is 2, y is 11. So there's my 3 points. Then, oh look at that, forms a line. It's almost like it was meant to. Alright, that's my line, and to finally get the marks, you write on the line what the equation was. Okay, so that was the first one. So, that's our 3 points, and that's how they plot. Alright, let's look at the second one. So on the bottom, I've got my x goes from 1 up to 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's that there. And I'm going up 15. Okay, so what have we got? The first one, when x is 1, y is 5. Let's get a different colour here. Okay, if x is 1, so there's x is 1, y is 5, so that's there. Alright, the next one is when x is 5, y is 13. So there's 13 there. I go up. That's that one. And when it's 6, it's 15. So when x is 6, here's 15 there. Okay, I get my ruler. Look at that, it's a straight line. And same as before, to get the full marks, just write on it the name of the line. Okay? All right, so that's how you do this. You start off with these, okay, and that, and you generate the points. Each pair produces 1 point, so you're going to be making at least 3 points that'll line up to do a straight line. And as I said before, if they don't line up into a straight line, you've done something wrong with the maths. Okay, this will always work if you get the maths right. Okay, go and do it.